from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Well, that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Tua sets up to pass it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 33.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Dolphins at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Tua going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Second and 10. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darian Kendrick. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To throw, it's Allen. Well, a pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Allen off the play fake. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And Miami 1st down. That one going for a gain of 11.
And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Tua. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take.
They kidding me with this joint, dog. They kidding me with this, bro. It's crazy.
It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played, figure it out both ways, and try and find a way to win.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the end.
Here's a diving catch right side. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result
They're
of
just sitting there looking at it, bro. Like, they just looking at it, man.
And you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Adetomiwa Adebawore able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Allen going to run with it. Past the 20. And he's finally
Not one fumble. Not one.
There on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 6 yards away. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bills 14, Dolphins nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This is the corniest crap I've ever seen. This is corny.
Too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Over the middle, complete. That's right. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
20 TX.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua gets this one to Hill. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
1st down.
It's safe. Go ahead.
1st and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not... He's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
At the 27-yard line.
Out, out, out.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. 26 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Dolphins 7.
Boy, they're down only one score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Now he's free at the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Wright, 85 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to throw. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Bills 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Out route to Hill, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tua going to give this to Wright. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Complete to Wright. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Tua to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now a run here off the RPO. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up the long one. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills are back within a score.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Dolphins are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
At the 22-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Finding Hardman here over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Ready.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
Now Allen going to change it up. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Going quickly out to the right side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. And that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Hey, boy, I'm making this offense look good. Making it look good, sir.
Gains that one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Grant Calcaterra, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To the air, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. After the turnover, it's Tua. Wright's got it. He's up to the 20. There he goes up the right sideline. And finally marked down at the 23. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Tua going to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
3-yard line.
Now Tua. Now he's going to step, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. And Oliver. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, he took too long to get there. It's open. He just took too long to get there.
Back sacks. Maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
If he make that boy
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw, it's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Allen going to change this at the line.
Again, it's Allen.
Allen going to run with it.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Looking to pass to him.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Results.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And my goodness, another interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick. Moving inside the 20.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point, and the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Hey, get set. 22.
And they will take a knee here.
Get set. 22.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.